where we spread love and positive vibes. And I want to start by thanking our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We really appreciate you. We thank you so much. Thank you for liking our videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for correcting us, directing us. And thank you so much above all for choosing this channel. To the returning subscribers, we really thank you, all of you. We appreciate you. We don't take it for granted, guys. We really appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscription button. It is free of charge. And help us to reach 5,000 subscribers. Kindly hit that subscription button and help us to reach 5,000 subscribers. And today, I'm going to talk about something that I love talking about it. I like speaking about it. I love this country. And therefore, when I'm talking something positive about it, I feel good. I feel the joy coming to me because this is what I love doing. And today, I'm going to talk about why is Jamaica irresistible. Do you know, guys? Jamaica cannot be resisted, and you are actually a witness to what I'm saying because we have seen so many YouTubers going to Jamaica, not just once, not just twice, not just thrice, many times. They keep on going back to Jamaica because once you land on the airport of Jamaican soil, you are welcomed by very warm people, very humorous people, very joyous people until you feel at home. You are also welcomed by the yellow of the mangoes of Jamaica. Mangoes direct from the trees, fresh. You are also welcomed by the good taste of the food of Jamaica. I'm just highlighting the obvious things that you're going to find when you land on the airport of Jamaica. Not forgetting, before even landing, you are welcomed by the celebrations of Jamaican people who celebrate after arriving to their destinations. We talked about it in another video. So you feel the warmth of the people, you feel the welcome of the people, you feel the joy of the people, you feel the humorous nature of the people, and you feel at home. So Jamaica has become irresistible. No wonder there are so many tourists going to Jamaica. Like last year, we gave you a figure of the people that visited Jamaica. It is an irresistible country. It could be a small island. It could have small population, but it has a giant impact in the whole world. And we are going to look at what are some of the factors that have made Jamaica to be irresistible. Join me and know the real Jamaica. What makes this Jamaica so irresistible that people want to come again? Once they visit the first time, they want to come back again. Very great people have visited Jamaica, not mentioning our former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, not mentioning Nelson Mandela, not mentioning Prince Harry. There are so many great people that have visited Jamaica because though it is a small island, there are some intriguing facts that makes Jamaica irresistible. It cannot be resisted by the people who visit there once. And actually even us, the reason why we have not visited Jamaica and the Caribbean at large is because of finances. People eager once in their lives to just go to Jamaica and experience the good vibes, the positive attitude, the joyful people, the humorous people, not mentioning the beautiful things that are found in Jamaica. So today I'm going to highlight the facts that make people not to resist Jamaica. One of them is the community values. Guys, I have never had a country whereby they value the community. Your neighbor in Jamaica is not just a neighbor. He is a friend. He is a comrade. They share what they have, the small they have. They share as a community. They value the community values, the love for each other, and No wonder even visitors, when they come to Jamaica, they feel at home because of the community warmth. So Jamaicans are very, very strict on the community values. They value their neighbors, they value their friends, they value all people all over the world. And that is why we see when these people visit Jamaica, they are actually valued so much. We saw Esther actually giving Coco Girl her own bedroom to actually sleep instead of her sleeping in that bedroom. That is how much Jamaicans value community. The other fact is the African heritage. We all know Jamaicans came from Western Africa, and the African heritage is very, very strong in Jamaica. Jamaicans appreciate their ancestral land, which is Africa. They are actually, the African heritage is their identity. They identify themselves with Africans, and that is why they will talk about Africa, they will defend Africans, they will fight for the Africans. And we saw it clearly during the struggles of independence in South Africa, during the struggles of independence here in Kenya. They were there to support their fellow Africans, to fight for freedom, to be liberated. So Jamaicans are very, very, or rather they value their African heritage. And this African heritage has made them to embrace unity. Because if you look back at where the people of Jamaica came from, it was through slavery that they defeated the white people so that they can be free. And this unity that they were having, talking together, planning together, fighting together, like Nana and the other people that were there before, has made the Jamaicans appreciate their African heritage and the unity with one another. They are very, very strong on that. The other thing is the national motto. The national motto of Jamaica unifies everybody that lives in Jamaica. And it says, out of many, one people. There are so many races that stay in Jamaica, or rather live in Jamaica, but they are all embraced. All races are treated equally. They respect one another. They respect the culture of different races that are in Jamaica. They respect the values. They respect the beliefs of the different people that live in Jamaica, and they live in harmony, loving one another, appreciating one another, helping one another, accepting each other's differences, and embracing each other. That is how the national motto of Jamaica encourages them to be one. Irrespective of the many races, they are one, and for sure they are one. They work together, they defend each other, they unite for one goal, the success of Jamaica. The other thing is the spiritual depth. Jamaicans are spiritual. Let me tell you guys. Yesterday, I shot a video of spirituality in the Caribbean. And we found that Jamaicans are very spiritual in terms of church, Christianity. Actually, they have the most churches per square mile in the whole world. They are very keen on their God. They are very keen on the high power above every other power. They are very, very keen on that. And even those that are not Christians, they actually practice their spirituality. Like the Rastafarian movement. They respect each other. They embrace their beliefs. They embrace their cultural activities. And they embrace one another irrespective of what religion you come from. But above all, Jamaicans fear God. They reference God. They adore God. And no wonder this small country has become a great impact in the whole world. So this brings about the strong bond, the spirituality of the people of Jamaica. You know, when you are attending the churches, you are together. You communicate together. You work together. And therefore, this encourages strong bonds of each other, strong foundation, and the fear of God, which is so, so important. So you hear on a particular day, there are some hymns gospel music being played by the Christians. You'll also hear the Rastafarian doing their cultural practices, and they respect one another and their religion. So Jamaicans are very spiritual, and that has united them as one people. The other fans and pride. Jamaicans are very resilient. Starting way back from the colonial times, they have an indomitable spirit, a spirit that cannot be broken easily. Remember that these people went through slavery, a lot of hardships, a lot of pain, and they endured. And therefore, they created a generation in Jamaica that is very resilient and very proud of their heritage, very proud of their country, very proud of who they are, very proud of their ancestral homes, like the Africa. They are very proud to say where they come from, and they have a very strong spirit which cannot actually go down even under strong challenges. Jamaicans will face the challenges laughing and enjoying and dancing and making merry without letting the challenges bring them down. This is the spirit of the Jamaican people, and that is why they are irresistible. You cannot be able to resist them. The other fact is humor and right-headedness. Jamaicans are humorous. We found that when we were shooting one of the videos. They will be humorous wherever they are. They laugh and are joyful despite what problems they are facing. They are not brought down by the challenges they are facing. They are not brought down by the hard times they are facing. They will never, there is no dull moment in Jamaica. They enjoy the moment of the day. They have positive vibes every day. They look for the bright tomorrow irrespective of whether today is a hard day. They have an embracing spirit of saying that today may be bad, but tomorrow God is on the throne. So things are going to get better. And actually there is a song like that one. So they don't allow the challenges they are facing, the hardship they are facing, bring them a dull face, a dull moment, a sad moment. They are always humorous. They are always positive in whichever challenge they are going through. I love this kind of spirit because it is very hard to find somebody going through challenges and you are still rejoicing, you are still happy, you are still dancing, you are still socializing, you are still... This is very hard, and I love this about the Jamaican people. Actually, you cannot resist them. Somebody who will laugh even when they are facing challenges. Somebody who will be humorous even when they are facing challenges. These are irresistible people. You cannot resist them. Actually, to a Jamaican, humor is like a shield. And I tell you the truth. If you make humor to be your shield, there is no arrow of any difficulties, of any challenges that is going to pierce you. You're going to stand strong knowing that tomorrow will be a bright day. I love that about the Jamaican people. Expressiveness. Jamaicans express themselves through music, through socializing, through culture, through art, through dance halls where they go to dance, the festivals. They are able to express their joy through all these activities. And by the way, guys, Jamaicans have a lot of festivals, and they are not only celebrated in Jamaica. They are celebrated wherever they go, even in the diaspora. This expressiveness through their culture, through their music, through their art is found everywhere the Jamaicans go. Apart from that, Jamaicans are very open to how they feel. They are not going to corner. We talk about corner like Mayuguno. So they are not going to go around issues. They will come and tell you direct how they feel about a situation. And I love that. Openness, without being hypocrites, without hiding under a cocoon. They will come and tell you, I am not happy about this and this. They are very open people. That is what I have learned about Jamaican people. They are very expressive. They do not hold hatred, hold grudges, hold the feelings they have. They are going to express their cultural activities and festivals. I love this kind of society. The other fact is the stunning natural beauty of Jamaica. Oh my God. When you land on the soils of Jamaica, you'll be met by beautiful beaches, beautiful landscapes, beautiful caves, beautiful rivers, beautiful waterfalls, beautiful, the list is endless. So, the Jamaica country is full of beauty. From the blue forest to the many rivers, to the many falls, to the many caves, to the many lagoons, to the many beautiful sites that you can visit in Jamaica. This country is stunningly beautiful. It has a lot of natural beauty that was given to them by God. And therefore, you cannot resist the beauty of Jamaica. You cannot resist the beautiful sights of Jamaica. And I think that is why when people go there, they feel like going back again and again because they are pulled by all these factors I'm talking about. You know, when you live with the positive people, like I talked about the humor and the right-headedness of the people of Jamaica, when you live with the people who are positive, you live with the people who are going to express themselves without fear. People who are expressing themselves through dancing, music, art, and all that. People who are joyful and warm. You cannot resist such a country. So, Jamaica is actually naturally beautiful. And many people go there because of the natural beauty of Jamaica as a country. So the other fact is warm climate. Oh my God. You know, the other countries bordering Jamaica are actually usually have summer and winter. But Jamaica and the Caribbean are generally warm. Warm climate makes people feel active, makes people feel the joy, makes people feel that they want to go to different places. When it is cold like now in Kenya it's very cold. You don't feel like going out. You don't feel like exploring. And therefore the warmth or the warm climate of Jamaica actually attracts people to go there because they can have a good day in the beach, a good day in the waterfalls, a good day in the ocean, a good day in all those activities that you can do in Jamaica. So the warm climate has actually made people to go to Jamaica. The other factor is global influence. This is irresistible. Jamaica has a lot of global influence. In terms of music, we know Bob Marley, we know other musicians, Vybz Kartel, and other great musicians that come from Jamaica. They have a lot of global influence. Rastafarian movement, or rather the Rasta songs, they are loved all over the world, including here in Kenya. In the clubs and bars, you will see the colors of Rastafarian being put there. People go there to play reggae music. That is the great influence that Jamaica has globally. It has a lot of influence when it comes to music. And by the way, Vybz Kartel was actually celebrated by a man here in Kenya. And he recognized him, and actually the man was so happy to be recognized by Vybz Kartel. He is actually invited to come here because the music of Jamaican people is an influence itself. It's a big mileage to push the love of Jamaica from all over the world. The other global influence is the athletics. Short distance races. Jamaica are known to be the fastest men, the fastest women in the whole world. They have set records like Usain Bolt that has not been broken by anyone. And look at the women, the way they have gotten so many gold medals in the short distance races. There are so many people in Jamaica that are very, very fast, and we celebrate the global influence that Jamaica has. Apart from that, Jamaica has produced some of the greatest people in the world. We have talked about them. We have talked about Kamala Harris. We have talked about very many people that are working in the diaspora and yet they come from Jamaica. It has a lot of influence outside there in terms of producing brilliant people, great people, reasoning people, people who can be able to read very well. So global influence is very, very strong from Jamaica. The other factor is the Jamaican diaspora. Oh my God, these people cannot forget their country. They market their country wherever they are. They talk about their country wherever they are. They practice their culture wherever they are. I have never seen, and I'm speaking the truth, people who love their country like the Jamaicans. The diaspora community will go to any length to support their motherland, Jamaica. They will market their country wherever they go. They will talk about their country wherever they go. We talked about Donald Harris, the dad to Kamala Harris. This man has gone to a length of writing the measures that can be taken so that Jamaica can be transformed. Jamaicans they can leave Jamaica, but their hearts are in Jamaica, their minds are in Jamaica, their well-being is in Jamaica. They never leave their rad. Do I say emotionally? They are still there emotionally, though they are not there physically. They love their country, they market their country, they talk good about their country, and they stand for everything their country stands for. Cultural, festivals, and anything their country believes in. And that is why Jamaica is irresistible. When it comes to people visiting, when it comes to people touring, when it comes to people loving Jamaica, it has become irresistible because of all those points I have combined together and talked about them. Do you think there are other facts that make Jamaica irresistible? You can list them in the comment section so that we can know. I appreciate knowing a lot about the land of Jamaica and actually the Caribbeans. If you know a country in the Caribbean that is doing well, that is doing great, you can tell us to feature it, because we want to cover all the Caribbeans and talk about the good of these islands to everybody in the world. Now, today, I also wanted to talk about one of the great people that we all know. She is doing marvelously great. And this is Kamala Harris. And my question today is, will Kamala Harris be the next president of the United States of America? And I want to highlight some facts that makes me believe that Kamala Harris will be the next president of the United States of America. So I want to talk about that so that I can wind, or rather I can finish this video. Kamala Harris is a woman who is born of a Jamaican man, Donald Harris. And Kamala Harris has inherited the resilience of the people of Jamaica, the pride of her country, the hard-working nature of the people of Jamaica, the never losing hope mentality, and therefore she is a strong woman. She will not give up because she has the Jamaican blood running inside her veins. She will stand every challenge to make sure that she wins the race. And that is why I think, together with other factors that I'm going to highlight, that Kamala Harris will be the next president of the United States of America. Jamaicans are resilient, Jamaicans are hardworking, Jamaicans are determined to be who they want to be. And because she has the blood of Jamaicans running down her veins, this woman will fight until she wins the race. And I'm sure she will. Let us talk about other people that are actually participating in telling us that Kamala Harris will be the next president of the United States of America. Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama, in her talks, in the campaign tours, she talked about Donald Trump. And she actually said some things that made me think, I think the Americans, as they vote, they should think about all this. She talked about that Trump is just competing and actually talking ill of other people instead of actually actually campaigning with what he's going to do to the Americans. And I find politicians very funny because they tend to destroy each other instead of telling us their strong points or what they intend to do if they get the high seat. Even here in Kenya, they will come destroying the credentials of each other without really telling us what they are going to do to the nation. And I think politics has become a dirty game. People don't highlight what they intend to do when they gain power, and even if they highlight, it is a total of lies. We have seen it. Very, very many times we have voted leaders who swear that they are going to do this, but in the long run, they don't do. Our judgment when we are going to vote actually dictates whether the person we elect is a person that is going to be a people person who will serve the people like a servant, or will be a high-headed man who cannot be reached by people. So I tend to think Trump is the kind of people that is very, very hard to reach once he gains power. The reason why I'm saying this is because his own Secretary of the Press declared clearly that when they were doing campaigns, when they were doing all what they were doing to have them go to White House, when they enter their closed door, Trump could mock the voters who have voted him in. And I found this funny because this is being said by somebody who has, or rather who stayed very close to Trump. They were communicating, they were campaigning together, they were having meetings together, and now she comes and says, I know Trump, in closed doors, he mocks the voters. He talks ill of the voters. There is a name she talked about. She said that he calls people, I give a name, I can't remember. And I found that this is a person who will say this, but will not do. And this is the reason why he might be defeated by Kamala Harris. This secretary also said she refused to actually participate in any meeting because it was all lies and she didn't want to be part of the lies. You know, we have learned a lot that politicians talk about a lot of lies as they campaign. They don't mean what they say. They actually, she said that Trump told her, when you go to the people, you can talk and talk and talk. Talking is what convinces the people. But whatever you're talking doesn't have to be what you're going to do when you gain power. This is a very long perspective of the people that are voting for you. The other thing that I think Harris will be the one to sit on that chair in White House is because there are so many things that are happening on the ground. We can see that this Secretary of Press has now come to campaign for the Democrats, meaning that she's tired of the lies, she's tired of bullying, because we all know that Trump is said to be a bully, Trump is said to be a liar, Trump is said to be a hater for the black people and talks about black people jobs. And at one time, this lady of gymnastics, the one who won the gold medal in gymnastics, I think she's called Who Smiles. She talked about when she won the gold medal, she actually, in a mockery way, said, I have won a gold medal by doing a black man's job. I don't know how you classify the jobs for the black people and the jobs for the white people. This is a person who cannot rule a land. Why do you discriminate between the people of your land? There are those that you think are required to do certain jobs, and there are those that you think are meant to do those jobs. And I love what Michelle Obama said when she was talking during this campaign to us, and she said, maybe the job Trump is fighting for to enter the White House is actually a black man's job. I don't understand why this man is so arrogant. I'm sorry to say that because I don't like taking sides when it comes to politics. But I think when you hear somebody talking about the black man's job, that person could be very arrogant and full of hatred for the black people. So we really hope that Kamala Harris wins the election in America. There are other things that Trump has talked about, his Project 2025, and his Project 2025, according to what the readers are saying, it is meant to oppress the poor people and the middle class. It is actually a project to undermine the middle class and the poor people. Because according to what I heard, it is like this project is supposed to waive away taxes on people who are rich and actually oppress the middle class and the poor people. The other thing is, this Secretary of Press talked about a time they had gone with Trump in a hospital. People were in ICU fighting for their lives. And this guy was less concerned about the sick people. He was just concerned about people having cameras pointing at him. So his fame is more important than the people he is trying to tell us he's going to serve. So we have this girl, Simon Bell, attacking him and telling him, maybe I have won a gold medal in the black man's job. That was a joke, by the way. His hatred for black people is known all over. He does not like the black people, and he will do anything to bring them down. So according to Kamala Harris, the 2025 project of Trump is supposed to do the following, which are very, very sad things to hear a person saying that he will do when it is actually the opposite. He should do the opposite. So he is going to give a break to the tax, or rather, the big people in the society are not going to pay tax. Who does that? These big people are the ones who are supposed to pay more tax so that they can actually cushion the economy. By the way, here in Africa, the small man and the middle man are the ones who pay tax. The big guys there, the ministers, the cabinet secretaries, the governors, the MPs, they don't pay tax, which is a very, very bad system. And I can tell for sure the Americans, this is the worst thing that can happen in a society, because the economy is built by the common man and the middleman. So the other thing that he has put in place in this Project 2025 is that the Project 2025 agenda is to cut social security and medical care. Imagine. Such that the people in the middle class and the lower class cannot afford medical care. You can imagine a woman who cannot afford the medical care when it is stopped and you are supposed to pay. That is a toll to the common man. The other thing is supposed to actually surrender the fight against climatic changes. To Trump, he thinks the climatic crisis is actually a hoax, while it is there in reality. And climatic conditions can actually affect a lot the society. So he's saying that he's going to stop this, which is a very, very big mess if he does that. So Harris was promising the foreign, and I hope it is not just promises. He's going to give this to the people of America. He will lower the prices of commodities in the United States of America such that the poor people and the middle class people can afford to buy the commodities. Right now, life in United States of America is very high, and it requires a lot of money to survive. And therefore, if he lowers the prices of commodities, it will do very, very good to the common man. He also promises to actually raise the minimum wage so that people who are earning very low in the society can be raised slightly high so that the families can have a good time in the society. And these measures, I think if they are done, they are going to uplift the economy of America, and they are going to actually caution the common man and the middleman. And that is why I think Kamala Harris is actually the right person to occupy the White House. I am not a racist, but I think that when we listen to politicians, you know a politician who means to do good, and you know a politician who is actually going to bring the common man down and the middle man down and actually bring down the economy. So that is why I think Kamala Harris is the person to enter the White House. Democrats win. So see you during the next video. Bye-bye and God bless. you.